Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer Wiener. That is what I truly like to be.
No matter what generation you grew up in,
They are so plump and tender, too. It's Oscar Mayer for me and you.
at some point you knew at least one of the Oscar Mayer jingles.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
The Wisconsin-based company has always had a way with marketing and advertising.
It's like a Wisconsin staple.
Like, how about this gem of an idea? A giant hot dog on wheels.
This was probably a major marketing tool for Oscar Mayer at the time.
The Wienermobile, brought to life during the Great Depression, 1936. The novelty was an instant hit with kids and adults alike.
You know, you get the kids started eating wieners, and then the parents do too.
Over the years, the Wienermobile has evolved. In the late 50s, it was placed on a giant bun, but the original concept has always remained the same.
If you saw it and it was in your neighborhood, you went running because you knew that if it stopped in your neighborhood, then someone in there was going to come out and give you these little whistles. And that was a prized possession when I grew up, if you got an Oscar Mayer whistle.
And I have one someplace that's in a drawer.
In the 1970s, one of the Wienermobile's drivers was Lon Baisden. He's the tall one on the right. Growing up, Zach Chatham of Indian Land never thought he'd be able to follow in his great-grandfather's footsteps. But some 45 years later, the opportunity presented itself.
So they posted it on Facebook, and my dad had actually sent me the article. And at first I thought he was crazy because I didn't know what the job actually entailed, and I didn't realize it was a super competitive job for marketing. You got to do all these cool things. So at first I was just like, oh, why would I apply for that? And then I read the description. I was like, oh, I have to apply for that.
With 6 Wienermobiles roaming the country with 2 drivers each, that's just 12 drivers in total. The job is only available to graduating college seniors who get it for 1 year. And with upwards of 10,000 applicants per year, the joke is it's actually easier to get accepted into Harvard than it is to get offered a job driving the Wienermobile.
We like to say we're some lucky dogs to get this job too.
And I thought it was perfect for him because he's super creative and he's really good with people, and I know that that is a huge part of the job. So I thought if he got it, it would be a perfect fit for him and a really cool experience.
Earning his degree in marketing from the University of Alabama, Zach went through multiple rounds of interviews before finally getting offered one of the coveted positions.
I've never seen my parents so proud of me. Even more proud than graduating college, which you'd think that was going to be the peak.
I was actually in the room when he got the call that he actually got the job, and just like the look on his face was pure joy, and that's always super exciting.
My great-grandfather, he's down in Georgia now. He's very proud of the fact that I'm now living on his legacy, and apparently around his assisted living home, all he does all day is talk about the Wienermobile, and he wears his Wienermobile mask every day in the assisted living home now and loves to brag on me.
Graduating last spring, it was then off to Wisconsin for Zach.
We go through 2-week training called Hot Dog High, and during Hot Dog High, we actually train with retired police officers.
With vanity license plates ranging from Relish Me to Yummy, Big Bun, Our Dog, and Wiener, Wienermobile drivers are known as hot doggers, whose main job, aside from driving, is to meet and greet people and post to social media.
I've been to Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, I've been to Nebraska, Iowa, I've been to Oklahoma, Tennessee, Arkansas, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana.
The number one question Zach and other drivers get:
do you serve hot dogs?
The answer, no. Another popular question, is there a bathroom on board? Again, no.
People say, do you live in there? We go, no, it's not a weenie bago.
In case you hadn't noticed, drivers know puns. Lots of them.
Buns and buns of puns. We say we really haul buns. We say we're some lucky dogs. We say when it starts getting cold outside, we become some chili dogs. I mean, I'll tell you, the Wienermobile has a meat belt, a bun roof. You can ride shot bun.
Taking full advantage of his year as a Wienermobile driver, Zach did something in August no hot dogger had ever done before.
I mustered up the confidence to propose.
He popped the question to girlfriend Hannah while driving the Wienermobile through Yellowstone National Park.
So he said, look at the waterfall, I want to get a picture of you from the back, and so he was going to do that, and then I turned around, he was on one knee, and it was just such a shock.
Because I had told her, when I'm on the road, it's impossible for me to buy a ring. I cannot do it. There's no way. I mean, and she believed it.
Oscar Mayer couldn't let the romantic moment pass, sharing snapshots of the proposal across its social media accounts. The national media picked up the story as well, with jokes about it running on Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert.
It makes sense. If you drive a big hot dog, you're a hot dogger. Drive a truck, you're a trucker.
Zach and Hannah were recently in the area, the Wienermobile too, That, of course, brought out the picture takers and curious onlookers, and of course, the neighbors up the road from Wisconsin.
Coming around the bend and seeing that on my street, it took me back to my youth.
I'm in my 70s. They've been around since I was a kid, so apparently they must have done something right because they're still at it.
The year 2020 wasn't the best for a lot of people, but for Zach it was extra special, earning his college degree, getting engaged, and traveling the country as a Wienermobile driver.
The job as a whole, it's been awesome to sort of have the experience to be running my own PR firm, and I've truly relished the opportunity to do so.
And he also now knows buns and buns of puns. For Carolina Impact, I'm Jason Terzis reporting.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.